Let's get started. Okay, so Framer sites. I've seen people tweeting about it, showing off what they're making. There's new gallery, there's templates, and they have premium templates. People are selling themes, and they generally they're all pretty simple, but they look nice. And I think what's really attractive to me about Framer sites is that they bring the I can't get out of here. Interesting. Oh, I can't get out of here. Hang on, I need to. Okay, well, here's a bug. You can never leave. Oh, wait, there we go. Okay. So what was really attractive to me is that you basically get the Framer canvas and editor, but with the ability to click publish and you have a website, which sounds pretty awesome. So I've never used it, never set up the tool. And I thought what we could do as just a first experiment is recreate just this home page part of my website. So it should be fairly straightforward. It's some text, it has a button, there's a little map with like a right aligned location. We have a little table here with some left hanging section labels. And then when it resizes, we have some responsive behavior for these labels so that it all appears in a column. So, all right. Let's get started. Let's see what happens. I click jump in. There's a little, it just opens another window. Okay, let's see here. I'm going to have to resize all my windows manually because I have my desktop clipped so that all my streaming stuff is over here and nobody has to see it. Should we do a tutorial or skip? I say skip. Screw tutorials. All right. Okay, so one thing that's going to be a huge problem is they invert my scroll direction. So if I scroll down, if I hold command and scroll, it's going in the opposite direction that I have it from Figma. So this is really going to mess me up. But let's try it. We'll figure it out. Okay, so what I need to do is open my website in a different section and a different tab and start going. We have a pre-built header. We don't need that. We don't need a header where we're going. Seems like we're probably going to need a frame. I'm guessing this is going to be center aligned like this. And, well, actually, is that even true? Do you even need a frame? Can you just type some text? Let's copy some text. Boom. All right. How wide is that? That's about, say, 600. Position, width, 600. I want it to be center aligned. We'll put it up here at the top. Nice. What does this arrow do? I click it. I can link to a page or a URL, and that's it. Okay. We're designing it desktop, so there will be a breakpoint. That's interesting. Just orienting myself with the interface a little bit now. So I have some tools to insert things. Oh, inserting components, forms, videos, social. Okay, that's cool. Frames, text, stack. What's a stack? I bet I'm going to use that. I bet this is going to be a stack. And I bet this is going to be a stack. Oh, hey, Kuhn. Our tech stuff is still weak. Okay, we'll make it work. All right, so the first thing is maybe let's just see if I can get these paragraphs into the tool. We'll do, it won't take too long to copy them. Just so it feels complete. We want it to be complete. Okay. And last one. Okay, so now what I want is I want all of these to be spaced evenly. I'm guessing that's this button. Yeah. And the spacing is somewhere. I don't know where to control that spacing. I'm looking for like that little pink handle in Figma, you know, where you can like adjust the spacing by dragging in between this blank area. Let's see, there's position, pinning, width, height, grow. Okay. I don't know how. A zoom in would be nice if possible. Okay, sorry. I don't know how to do it. Okay, I can hold, okay, so I can measure the distance between things. So it's 33. It's all 32. Oh, it's super blurred. I don't know what to say about that. If this is all blurry and this sucks, then I'm going to stop. Hopefully, maybe it's my internet. I don't know. We'll give it a shot. Okay, so they're all 33 apart. I think I want them to be like, what's that? I don't know, 20, 32? Okay, about 32. So, I wish there was a way to shrink this down, and I don't know how. So it's going to be really tedious because now what I got to do is click, draw a stack around your text elements. Okay. Oh, draw a stack around your text elements. I see. So I do that. Here we go. Here we go. All right. Now we're cooking. And we want this to, I want it to hug somehow. Okay, there we go. There's the gap. That's what I was looking for. So we'll set that to 32. This is so great. Thank you, Kuhn, for just debugging as I go, because I'm going to be a big old dummy. All right, 32. And the stack, I want it to be center aligned. Okay. Now, here's the next fun thing. We get to build a button. And I don't know what a button is. I'm guessing it's a frame. I'm going to draw it. It'll probably go in that stack view. Now it's automatically centered. I can't hit Shift Enter. This is a keyboard shortcut that I use quite a lot in Figma. So Shift Enter should take me up to the stack selection so that I can probably adjust some layout. I don't know what I'm doing here. Hey, Jorn, you convinced me, man. You convinced me. I hope you're drinking wine right now. And we're going to figure this out. Okay, so here's the problem that I'm currently facing. I want this stack to hug the content. There we go, fit content. Boom. And now I want everything to be left aligned, which is probably in layout. So top center, how about that? Top left? What? Horizontally should be left. So maybe it's an issue with, okay, here's another interesting bug. We support Dreamweaver shortcuts. Get out of here. I can't command click on anything. I'm holding command and I'm clicking on my button frame, but I can't select it. I can't select an individual layer of text. So this is a little bit frustrating, or at least it's just a new workflow that I need to learn how it works. So I will manually expand the stack. I will select this frame. I can't even do that. Okay, there we go. Now I had to unselect everything, then select the stack, then select the frame. Okay. And I want the frame to be on the left, but I don't know how. So the stack, I see this little dot, this pinning dot here. What's this? I don't know what I'm doing. Left? Nope. Pinning, top left, fixed. Settings? Kuhn says go to prefs. Okay, prefs. Oh, for something else. This is so embarrassing. I'm just getting stuck so quickly. But I don't know, maybe this is useful for people watching. Okay, check stack in property panel. Okay, so I'm in here. I've selected the stack. The pinning is top left. In prefs, unselect direct selection. View tool, layout, settings, preferences, use direct selection. I don't know what. Okay. Now, okay, there we go. Now I can select individual layers. That's good. What else can I do here? Preferences, reverse zoom direction. Yeah, there we go. Oh, now we're cooking. All right. Someone said that there is a button component. So I'm going to go insert. Here's a basic element. I'm guessing I want a button. Boom. Clicked. And I want to drag that into my stack. And I can click down. And it goes down to the bottom. So here's where I'm still stuck. Look at the word stack. Okay, I'm on the word stack. It has an align property. Align. Oh my God, there it is. Stack. This is rough. Okay. let's say this button, it's too chunky and blue. So now we get to adjust some styles and see what that looks like. So the button, I'm guessing this means the button background. It's weird that there's a button section and then a button. Yeah, okay, that's what we wanted. The label, we'll make it black. I'm not going to be perfect here on anything. Radius 6, obviously the one correct option here. Size, now this is interesting. I don't know what the size is. Is that the size of the text label? If so, this is 16, so I'll make this 16. Okay. Now, here's what I want to do. Ooh, there's a variant. That's interesting. Shadow. Oh. Label. What do I call it? View changelog. Nice. Now the problem is I want to add a little border to it. I want some styles. So, icon, don't that. Radius, size, button. Effects. No. Huh. What if I right click over here, unlink, duplicate, lock, hide, add frame, add stack, send it back. Can we rotate it? Sick. Woo, woo, woo. Overrides? Nope. Scroll target? Nope. What's this? Oh, I can add people. Styles. I'm so confused. Effects? No. No. Can anybody respond in the comments how to add a border? Can I double click on this? No. Okay, I'll figure that out later. I don't know. Here's where it's going to get interesting. Here, we're going to have a stack. I will copy this image. We're going to have a label and an image. And when you resize, it should flip. So next is a CSS override panel. Okay, nobody's told me how to add a border to the button yet. So I'm going to keep going. I think what I'm going to want is a new stack. And I get some little layout helpers to know the size. It's going to be a vertical. No, it will be horizontal. The first will have some text. It says where. And then the second thing it'll have is an image. And that pasted, but it is shrunk. I'm going to hit what? There we go. Oh, now we're cooking. Okay, this is going to auto size. And it is going to align to the top. And I want it to have a gap. I don't know what my gap is here. Probably 32. 24, look at me. And that will be 24. 24. You should be able to double click the button to edit visually. Look what I found. Oh, cool. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. So now I don't know how I got here. Oh, layers, components. Look at this. Oh, now we're cooking. I go home and layers are gone. Or wait, those layers are gone. What's going on here? I don't understand the hierarchy. I don't understand. I'm home and my layers are here, but when I'm in a button, my selection is down here, but the children of that selection are up here. Oh, home. Wait. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, so I know that we can double click on the button. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to make this boy fill button. Wow, look at this, button variables. All right, it's going to be white. The size is going to be 16. I actually want, okay, that's fine. Radius, 6, obviously, correct answer. Step 1 unit, percent degrees controls. I don't know about any of this. Label, default click. Oh, label. Oh, that's the name. That'll be black. Name, button, name. I don't, oh, I can change the property. Background. Haha, there we go. Size. I want a different amount of padding on the left and the right. See, this button, it's a little bit narrower. It's a little squished here on the top and bottom, a little bit more room to breathe on the left and right. So I'm in the size property. This is changing the text size. Min, max, I don't think I want that, but I don't know what this is doing either. And here, oh, I just cleared the menu. I don't know. Okay, I'm back in the menu. I can't move the menu around. That's unfortunate. I can add a property, number, string, boolean, color, image, event. I don't want any of that. I want size. Don't know. Border, add. Here we go. Here we go. And I don't know what my border color is. Let's see here. Border. It's some semi-transparent thing. 163 at 30%. Let's see if we can do that. Color. Can I do RGB? I can. There we go. 163. Whoops. Oh, that's kind of tedious to type. 163. Oh. 163. 163. 30%. Sure. Seems good. And it has a very subtle shadow. If you'll notice, let me see if I can unselect. It has a very subtle shadow, and when we hover over it, the shadow gets a little darker and the border gets a little darker. So let's figure out how to do that. So in the regular state, I want it to have a shadow, maybe that, and maybe like, I don't know, 4. I could probably copy all the properties, but we're going to eyeball it. That looks pretty good. And when you hover over it, here's what I would like to do. I'd like to reset all of these styles. Reset overrides. There we go. There we go. I'm figuring it out. And in the hover state, it will have, let's just say 60%. So if I come back to home and I don't know if is there a way to preview this? How do I preview interactivity? This? Nope. Nope. Okay. Max Stoiber. Max, it is far too late for you to be on YouTube right now. Go to bed. And then the size is 12. Oh, wow, that's very small. Interesting. Okay, so this. There's just properties everywhere. And like size isn't here. Label. There we go. That has a size. That's 12. But then the button itself has different padding. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, now we're talking. So the padding computed is, wow, look at that. That is a nice round number, but it looks like it's about 7 and 13. That's not good. 7, 13. Bottom 7. Left 13. Top right, bottom left. Yes. That's what I want. Ooh. Ooh. Look at that. A little button. Now we go back home. That's feeling better. I don't like any of it's all using the wrong typeface. So let's see if I can update that really quick. The font, here we go. System default. Beautiful. It doesn't look quite right from a letter spacing or a line height point of view. And then let me just double check the size. Font size is 16. I have that. So the line height percent, this is dumb, but 140. Oh, that usually gets you close, but that doesn't actually look like it's quite right. Interesting. So if I hit shift and go up and down, it's nudging me by 100%. I wonder if that should be 10%. So let's try 150, 160. You know what? Screw percent. We're going 1.4. That's better. 1.6. Sure. So now this stack, I actually want it to be part of this stack, right? I just want nested stacks, but the thing is, this is its own stack, and this distance is bigger, or it should be the same as this distance, should be the same as this distance. So we actually have nested stacks here. So let's figure that out. I'm going to go ahead and rename some stuff. This is our where. This is our intro. So where is going to go into intro. And now these are going to be their own stack. So I'm going to make these, create component, add stack. Beautiful. This will be text. And the reason, oh wait, maybe I don't need to do that actually. I think I can just control this. Oh, I do want that. So I'm going to put this in a stack. I'm going to pull where out. And now where and stack. Yeah, there we go. Now we're talking. So this, let's just double it. I feel like doubling is always safe. So we have 32 internal padding here. So we'll do double that for section padding, making progress. Let's just start making this look not super shitty. This will be, I'm going to eyeball everything. Like obviously I could spend a lot more time and try and get it exactly like this, but that seems like a lot of tedious stuff that nobody really wants to watch. So let's do that. And the color, I don't know, 60. What did I use? 50. That looks about right. And then this padding, this stack, I also want, oh, we already set that. That's 24. Now, this is interesting because notice how this label actually hangs off this left key line because I wanted to break it up. You should be able to quickly scan between these sections. So let's figure out how to do that. This stack, this is our intro. I'm going to call this home. This intro stack, we actually want to have 32 left padding. Perfect. Here we go. Left. Actually, more than 32. This isn't right. This isn't the right. This is not how I would build this. Hey, Jorn, am I getting in the groove? Getting there. I think it took me a little bit to understand. Well, actually, I still don't understand the hierarchy. Like I go into a button and I don't know like where I am in space. But that's okay. I'm figuring it out. So I go home. Here's what I want to do now. So this whole home should only be fixed. 700. Interesting. I want it to be fixed but responsive, right? Like if I go min and max, this is what I'm talking about. Max width, boom, 700. So now, here's what I wish. I wish there was a way to know the dimensions of a selection, right? Like if I select this intro stack, where does it show the width? I wonder if there's like a properties. No, this is the properties. Layout. I just want the width to say, but currently how wide is it? Right align? Nope. I want that left aligned for the button here. Matan, components live on their own pages instead of a big infinite canvas. So when you double click on one, it takes you to a standalone component canvas. Okay, that makes sense. So my widths are going to be off here, but what I can do is I could at least just say this should fill space. So like this should do that with auto size. No. This where stack. This where stack should fill width, right? And so width is set to auto, fill. Boom. But it didn't do quite what we wanted. Because right align the parent stack. I don't want to right align the parent stack because then this little button is going to float. So then I have to have like another stack underneath it, right? I want this image to fill. Distribute. Min max. Fixed. Width. I can't, there's no handles. There's no handles to resize it. So I don't know what to do. There's people commenting, like telling me how big of an idiot I am, but I don't know what to do. I want this layer, this map to just fill the space of its parent, which is this big guy. And it's not doing that because this width is auto. What's the other option next to fill? There's fill, relative, fixed. So I don't know if the problem is that, no, I do know the problem. I want where to fill, and then I want the map image to fill. I want those two things to fill, but if I set where to be fill, it's being centered. Okay, so that means that home is left aligned. Home is left aligned, but where is being centered? So why is that? Distribute, center, start. Hey, what's up? There we go. Are there rulers? Framer, view, show rulers. Ayo. Let's just do this. This will help me while I'm doing stuff. Okay, cool. Now we've got alignment, and let's go. Okay, I can double click. I want this image to now fill the rest of the space. So width should. Oh. I don't know what I just did. I can't undo it. Interesting. Let's grab some dimensions over here. It might just be easier to make this fixed. 583 by 291. See, this is what I'm talking about actually. Look, if I like have this thing selected, look up in the canvas itself. You can't see what I'm pointing at, but it says like image.rounded2xl and it shows me the dimensions. I want something like that on the canvas here somehow. Whoops. Command Z is not working. Oh shit. Command Z is not. Oh. I just double clicked. Oh God. I double clicked the map and it went away. Where'd it go? Width fraction. Okay. There we go. Height. Fill. Nope. Fixed. Sure. I think it was 291, right, y'all? 291. See, look how nice that is. I can just quickly get the dimensions. And this, it has 3 columns for some reason. I don't know why. I don't think I'll need that, but there's a gap. Okay, we're going to keep moving on. So now what's interesting is the whole home section is kind of getting clipped, right? Like see how the map is hanging out from underneath this section, but the auto size button is disabled. Why is that? What I'm expecting is that little button up here, like in Figma, you know, where it like resizes the frame to the size of the contents. So it's not fixed, true, false. It's relative. The map is definitely taking up space. Auto size? I don't know what I just did. Okay. And this stack. Oh, now I can auto size it. Okay, so the sub stack was auto sized. I see. Somehow it got collapsed earlier when I double clicked on the image. Let's see if I can reproduce that bug. I have the map. I double click. Yep. If you double click on an image, it tries to insert text on top of the image. Look at this. Okay. That's interesting. But you can't Command Z. God damn it. So now I've lost my sizing. I got to figure this out again. Auto size. Nope. Height. Fixed. 291. And now we can do auto size. Oh, now we're cooking. All right. So now we can duplicate where. Oh, here, this is where it's going to be fun. Look at all of these little nested things. How did I implement this? These are, I think it's a grid. Oh, it is not flex. We have a text label. We have a center aligned span with a dashed border height of 1 pixel. We have another text label and another text label. Okay. Here we go. Let's see if we can do this. You know, it'd be really crazy. What if I could copy HTML and paste it? Wouldn't that be nuts? All right, we don't need this image. This section is called work. Oh, interesting. I want this to be right aligned and right aligned. Okay. Okay, here's another problem. These labels are right aligned, so that it actually sort of extends further to the left here. How are we going to do that? I think what I need is another nested stack, maybe, where this is in a stack. Like if I do this, let's put it in a stack. I want this stack to fill. I don't know how. Do top. This is right aligned. Nope. Grow, height, width. So this stack, I think what I want to do, what do I want to do here? It's so weird. I'm so used to thinking in like grid here. Like how does this work? If I go up to here, this is a grid. I have a grid template column with, you know what this is? This is a 12 column grid. And this label is the first 2 columns and the rest is call span 10. The rest is 10 columns. So that's how this works. And that's why if I hover over this, I get all that extra left padding to the left of the work label because it is a fixed width. Okay. So now the question is, if we wanted to recreate that, then I need this where section to be a grid. And layout, I'm not sure how to do that, if that's possible. I'm going to call this like label container. Lowercase everywhere, obviously, work. Okay, so this, here's a way we can hack it. We can make this fixed width and we can just go right up to there. And then what we can do is align right but I don't know how to do that. So align top, center, bottom. Nope. Maybe if we go direction that way. Hey, look at us. Look at us. Okay. This is better. Now, what I need to do is I need to just make this section wider. So this home, we can give it a bigger max width of, say, oh, that's 704. Interesting. What is this whole section? That's 704. The text itself was much narrower. That was 583. Okay, I get it. So this intro, home, top right. This intro, I want it to be right aligned. I want all of these to be 584 because we don't use odd numbers. Oh, that messed us up. We want that. I don't know. This is cheating. I actually don't want to be doing this necessarily where I'm like editing some custom padding. But it'll do for now. Actually. So that's what we want. And now I want my where column to fill. What I want is if I have selected a parent and I want my parent to fill the container and the child map is also set to fill the container, then this should just resize and the children should sort of cascade, get narrower as they go. But I can't even drag the handles here to resize. So now I got to figure this out. Can I demonstrate this in Figma? Okay. So if I have a canvas and I have some text and then I have a map, right? This is my map. I'm going to put these in a group. I'm going to add auto layout and I set this to be fill container. I basically want that behavior, right? Like I've selected the parent and then the child knows that it should just shrink or fill the available space. But here, if I select this where container which has our label and our map, the children don't respond to that. So even if I set this to be a fixed size, the map image isn't responding, even though the map's width is set to auto. So maybe what it needs to be is fraction. Let's try that. If I do that, okay, there we go. Okay, so I do that. This isn't perfect, but we're getting there. Now my key lines are just all sorts of messed up. By the way, everybody, just so you know, the way this works is that when you leave a comment, or how about this? As I'm streaming, you are seeing 30 seconds in the past. So if you leave a comment, I am 30 seconds in the future and I am not able to just keep up in real time. So live streaming, not actually live. The more you know. Okay, but I see Jorn says, set that to fill. Fraction equals fill. Got it. That's set to fill. That means we should be able to say where is fill. Now we're talking. Now we're cooking. Hey, and this is feeling good. So now, what I want to get rid of is this work section because we changed a bunch of stuff. Let's duplicate where. We can rename this to work. Oh, it's right aligned. It's beautiful. It's working. I love it. So now we're going to... Here's another thing that's sort of weird. Maybe bug feedback is if I select this map, I can understand where I am in the whole layer tree. But if I delete the map, all the layers collapse. It's but just bounce me up. Just keep it open and move my selection to the closest parent. Move me up to here. I think that would be more intuitive. Like, the same thing exists here. If I delete this, it doesn't do anything, but it at least doesn't collapse the layer panel. That's nice. Okay. So now what we're going to want in this work section is another stack. Oh, we're drawing a stack. We're drawing a stack. That is going to be width fraction, because fraction equals fill, as we've all learned. And this is going to be great because now we're going to use flex. What's interesting though is Tailwind has this idea of space X where it just adds stuff in between, but I don't know that Framer has that. So how are we going to create these gaps necessarily? Yeah, this is interesting, right? Like there's lots of right aligned key lines, dynamic width, dotted line. This should be fun. This will be an interesting challenge. So we know for sure we're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4 elements. So let's just go ahead and create the 4 elements. The first is the name of the company. Okay, Command D to duplicate. That's great. The next is my role, product designer. The next is the dates, which is 2018 to current. We're going mono. I would normally use the system mono, but I don't know how to do that, so we'll just pick a different mono for now. That's fine. Oh, that's kind of nice. And I want this to fill. Oh, look at this. Here we go. Here we go. And now what I need is a frame that's going to go inside of here. Look at that. This thing is also going to fill fractionally. It is going to have a height of 1. It's going to be kind of like a gray. Oh, you know what? I bet we want it to be a border because the border is going to be dashed. Yeah. So we're going to do this, and it's going to not have a fill. Now, look at that. Look at that. Would you look at it? Now, the problem is if I set the width, it's doing all sorts of things. So what I actually want is just want it on the bottom or the top. It doesn't really matter. There we go. And now I can do that. I think there's a way, double. There's a way to customize that dash spacing, right? Border dashed. Maybe it is just default. Okay. All right, I believe you. This is a frame called dash. This has a border, dashed, and it's actually quite subtle like that. But see, even this, that feels... Here's the other thing too, is I wish that drop items thing went away after I dropped items. How do I get rid of it? Drop items. Oh, that's because that's a stack. We want to convert that to a frame. So I'm going to replace with, nope. I'm going to, maybe I can't. So I'm going to have to just recreate that. What if I can do, I'm going to try this. Option Command C, I think, is usually copy styles, right? So we'll delete. There's not a delete. I have to hit the key. And it collapses my whole tree again. Please fix that. Okay. So now we are going to add a frame for sure. Command Option V. It converted it into a stack. I don't want that. So interesting. Did it convert it into a stack? No, that's fine. Height is 1. Fill, we didn't want to fill. Border, like this light gray. And it is dashed on one side. Now we're going. And this stack here, I gotta say, it's a little bit confusing to tell exactly like where my selection is at any given point. Like if I clicked into here and I double click, I'm on where. I don't know. Maybe it's clear enough. Is there a way, now the question is, can I create a gap between all of these things like this without using grid? Height should be auto. Alignment is center. Padding, don't care. We'll figure that out later. Effects, nope. Overflow, radius, fill, tag. Here we go. Distribute, space around. Now we're going, except I don't want this. Yeah, here we go. Look at this. Look at this. I'm having to really learn the sidebar. Yeah. Whoops. Just select the parent. Whoa. Look at this. If I hit Shift Enter. Oh yeah, Shift Enter should go back up the stack and select this. Space between. I think that's what I want. But then how do I set the space between? 24? Nope. 0. Oh, check this out. Here's a little bug. If I type 24, hit Enter, and if I hit Command Z, it Command Z's the input. And now I can't Command Z again because I'm still focused on the input. Is that how all tools work? Like, is that how, if I do that and I hit, oh, interesting. See, it just unfocuses. So I can Command Z it. So I hit 24 and Command Z. Yeah, it kept my focus. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but it means you can't Command Z after hitting Enter to change a property value. Okay. What I'm wondering though is if this stack can have space between. But I think the problem is that this auto? No! Like, I don't know why it's doing that. Like, if I hit auto, it just converted it into a stack, but I didn't want to do that. I want it to be a frame. I want it to be a frame that just goes width. I can add a stack and I can remove a stack. We're getting really close here. We're getting really, really close because everything else is just stylistic. Like literally we're done with the page as soon as I can figure this out. How do we get the gap in between and there and there? I select the frame. I select the stack. The stack is set to have space between, space evenly, space around. Maybe it's like one of my children layers grow. I know it's going to be right aligned. It's going to be left aligned. You can probably just use margins for the gaps or use stack gap. But look, I have stack and there's no gap, which is weird because if I go up here, there's a gap property, right? Like if I select this stack, there's a gap property. If I select this stack, there's no gap property. Is that a bug or a feature of being a nested stack? But look, this is a nested stack too. These all have gaps. Gap. 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 No gap. Is it because I have start? Ah! Look at that. Boom. What's up? Oh, yeah. Okay. This must be so frustrating to watch. This must be so frustrating to watch to all the people who work at Framework. I'm so sorry. So far, so good. Like, I'm learning. This is first time using a tool. We'll get it. We'll get it. And so, I don't know. Let's just make a couple of quick stylistic choices here. You know, that's that. font weight is, I think I just use medium everywhere. Maybe it's semi-bold. I don't know. It doesn't matter too much. That's fine. So now what we're going to do is we're going to put this stack in another stack. So I'm going to, let's just see what happens if I do Option Command G. Nothing. I'm so used to that for frame. So anyways, I can right click, add stack, Option Command Enter, Option Command Enter. Beautiful. This stack is going to be vertical, and this is going to have a gap of, let's say 24. So now if I duplicate this, oh yes, that's beautiful. And 24 is too much. So if I hit escape, which I saw is the way to traverse up the tree, I do 16. And now the question will be, what happens if I use some different content? So Design Details Podcast co-host. Design Details Podcast. Did it freeze? Something froze. Am I still streaming? Podcast. And now here's the co-host. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Okay. All right, screw it. We're not going to do everything because that's too boring. Dun, dun, dun. We have these 3 sections. So there's speaking. Actually, it's just work and speaking. Beautiful. Can get rid of this. We'll call this speaking. Now, we're pretty close. I've basically recreated my website, at least the homepage, right? Can I do hide the UI? Oh yeah, look at that, look at that. And then Control R to hide those rulers. Looking good. I don't know what these gray overlays are. No idea. This is actually pretty awesome. Okay, so this is centered. Now here's where we're going to get in trouble, is if you resize this page, bum, 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 it's responsive, squishy, but look at these labels. They pop out. So how will we do that? Let's find out. Okay, I'm going to resize that. Here's what I think I need to do. I'm going to add a breakpoint. Although, yeah, breakpoint, sure. And say tablet. Okay. So here's the problem is I set it to have a width, which is the problem. The width is auto though. Did this have a min-max? I set a min-max somewhere, right? This has a fixed width, a 584. I think it needs to be fill. And I don't know if that's going to mess everything else up. Let's set all these to fill. Shit. Fill. Fuck. What's going on here? Now look at this. So intro should fill. Intro. Home. This is not filling the space. And this is where I keep getting stuck. I feel like there's a way to do this, but I just don't know how. Oh, yes. Fill? No. No, that was right. Intro. See, I can't tell what I've selected. It looks like I've selected these individual layers, but it also looks like I've selected the whole parent. But that's right, one FR, and then these should be fraction. Oh, come on, look at that. And now this whole home should be top, left, right, center. Oh, look at that little preview. Did y'all see that? Look at that simulation. That is a very nice detail. I love it. I want the left and right to just be auto. So center. Just do center. There we go. Center aligned. Beautiful. Look at this. Look at this. Okay, we're going to figure this out. Let's say at the tablet we want these 3 things. These 3 things will become vertical. this, I don't care. I don't care if we just get rid of this. What'd I just click? I hope Command Z works. Yes, okay. This, I can't double click in. Double click, double click, double click. Nope. Intro. What's going on? Intro. I want this to be 0. Just a small thing. These little arrows are like overlapping the text. Like look at the click target. If I click here, I'm actually clicking buttons. And then if I'm here, I'm editing text. And then there's a dead pixel in between. Like that. Did my internet go out? Okay. Set max width 100% to the parent container. Auto. Auto. 0. I mean, I think we did it, right? Can I select these? Hit escape? Nope. Can I select these and go up? Nope. So here's what I would love to be able to do, right? If I have 3 things and they're all, like if that's in a group, that's in a frame, that's in a frame. I want to be able to do stuff like that, right? Like I select the 3 frames, I hit enter to select the children, or I select the children and I hit shift enter to select the parent frames. That would be magical. So what I need to do is select the label containers, and they can be left aligned now. And now we just get to mess with text styling. So I think, I don't know how I did it. 20, medium, 100%. It doesn't look great. In fact, I mean, this is just not great at all, but whatever. They were a little bit heavier. I'll give them that. Like that. So now, how do I preview? Can I hit this play button? Oh, yeah. Yes, I can. That's pretty cool. Right. Okay, so now we get to work on the phone. So if I close this, the problem is this thing is not changing widths, right? And I don't want it to be another breakpoint. Like this should just be responsive. Below tablet, the whole parent should probably have some padding. Home. Home. I'm really confused. Like here, look. When I get this down to here, I have padding on the left and right. See? But so what I need is that same concept where this whole thing will have padding. Okay, that's fine. So left and right, 16, 16. As long as it's still vertically centered. If you set max width 100% at top level, it will work at all sizes. Okay, I'm reading what you're writing. I promise. Width is locked. Oh, look at this. Choose grid. Max width, look at that. 700, 100%. Oh. And then min width is 704, I think is what we said. Look at that. So now if I am previewing tablet, okay, something still didn't work. I think it didn't cascade down. Yep, max width is 100%. Is that a valid? And min width is 704. Is that a valid thing? Nope. Oh, it keeps saying 100. Let's just clear the max width. Nope. No, maybe I have the wrong, maybe I'm selecting the wrong thing. Sorry. Min width. That's what I want to clear. Gosh, get out of here, you stinking thing. And then this, oh, that was 0, 16. So now if I preview that, still nothing. Okay. I think I need to like keep nesting. So width is auto. These. Look at that. Now I bet this will work. Nope. Shit. Okay. Let's just go through the whole chain of things. Okay, so we've got the home, width, auto, intro, width, auto. Now these all have to be width, auto. The where. Wow. That's better. That broke this. So this needs to... This isn't filling. Distribute min max. Width is set to auto, which is content default width. Yeah, that's fine. But this stack. Oh, it's got to be fill. And this has to be fill. And this has to be fill. And this has to be fill. Fraction. Now it says fraction. Whatever. And then these also have to be fraction. And these have to be fraction. I think that's fine. Is this going to work? Width. Intro. Width auto. Auto. Fill. 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 Intro. Width is a fraction. I don't know where all these widths are coming from. Fraction. Auto. No, fraction. Yeah, fraction's correct here. And then this. I bet this is also messing us up. The map. Yep. Gotta be that. Gotta be that. Gotta be... Basically, I just want everything to be fraction. Oh, wait. No. I had that right. Fraction. This I want to be full. Okay. Am I getting closer? Nope. Does that work, though? Do I need to preview it? Nope. Okay. We're going to get there, y'all. We're going to get there. Matan says, select home, set width to pixel value, then set max width to 100%. Select home, set width to pixel value. $704, then set max width to 100%. But I can't do 100%. If I type 100%, it just keeps getting reset as 100. It's 100 pixels. That's not what I want. And now I can't... Command Z. Okay, there I can. I don't want the min width. Okay, at this size I want min width, but at this size I don't, and it doesn't have a min width here. No min width. By the way, it's very confusing to know if there's a min width set. Like, look, here, min and max, nothing is set. Here, min and max, same exact visual treatment. There's stuff populating these values. That feels very confusing. Okay. Fixed, true, false. Width, auto. Was that it? Did I do that? Auto? Let's leave it like this. Width, auto. Width. Why did all my widths keep getting reset? Look at this. Every single thing that I just fixed, every single thing that I just did got reset. Everything. Oh my God. All right. All auto. All the label containers. Yep, those are fine. The map. Auto. The stack. And this stack. Fill. Ah! Home is too wide, right? Why is home this frame, this stack is with auto, but it's not responding to the parent? What do I need to do? Can someone help me? Set width to 100% and max width to pixel value. Man, okay. Width. 100%. Yes. Max width. 704. And then I can clear that, right? Did we break anything? Home. Width. Relative. 100%. Now we're talking. And then I don't care about the max width. So now we get to go down into here. And this, and this. Oh, it's just this. Just the intro. Intro, fraction. These. Everything is getting overridden. Everything. Sorry, I'm being dramatic, but everything keeps getting overridden. I've set these text layers to be fraction like 12 times. Okay, so now the problem is this can be left, the padding. Okay, I'm calm, cool, collected. Moment of truth, can I do this? Yeah, look at that. All right, so now we just got to fix this and these things not responding. That shouldn't be a problem. This map, look at this guy. Fraction. I think auto and fraction are very confusing terms. Auto feels like automatically fill the width, but fraction is what I actually want, which means I need to go down into here. And by the way, I feel like I've done this so many times. Width, fill, auto, fraction. And then these stacks, everything is getting overridden. Fill. So now it's like one of these layers down here. I bet these. No, that's one FR. Width. Auto. No. Yo, we're so close. It's this stack that has a width. Fraction. We're almost there. So now I got to do this one. Is a fraction. Oh, that one worked. Look at that. So now the problem is these two stacks. They got overridden. Okay. Something is going on. I don't know. Something is happening here. But those things keep getting overridden to like 681. All right. I mean, we solved it. Crushed it. Did I do it? Obviously, it's not exactly, but it's pretty damn close. I mean, I need to fix the button text. I need to add this little thing. It would need to populate all this data. Oh, whoops. Ah! No, okay, hang on. We're almost done. These stacks. 1FR, 1FR, 1FR. Now this got set to fixed width, and I don't want it to be fixed width. I want it to be that. But then it converts them into stacks. I don't want that either. I want them to be fractions. Dude. Okay. I think I did it, y'all. Let's hit publish and see what happens. Core pursue. I can't select this URL. It'd be great to have like a little copy button here. Open that. Copy this. Everyone go nuts. There it is in chat. That's pretty cool. So now what I'd want to do is figure out how to make this entire stack a link, figure out how to put links in here, make this button go to an external link. Adding this shouldn't be too bad. I need to figure out how to add an icon. But this works, and I want to change that breakpoint. That's obviously way too wide. Maybe that's one thing I can just play with right now. Let's just change that tablet breakpoint to be, can I make it like a custom? Yeah. Let's do 800? Nope. Edit. Tablet 800. Update. What? Oh, width is 800. But it says 1199 here. I don't know what's going on with that. So now if I hit update, come back here, refresh. It's still too wide, right? That's still triggering too early. So let's figure this out. We have a tablet breakpoint. I edit it. Should be breaking at 800, but here it's breaking here, and that's 1200. Yeah. Whoops. That's 1200. So what do I need to do here? Add a breakpoint? Can I change this? But it says 1199. I don't know why it says 1199. Thanks, Jorn. Thanks for helping. Thanks for pushing me to make something. This was fun. Sorry for my frustrations. This is just learning. It's all good. All right, tablet 810. Update. It's updated. Yeah, I don't know how to fix this breakpoint, but I'm not going to worry about it. I feel like this has been a very fun stream. I don't know how long it's been either. Does it tell me? It's been a while. Okay. Well, that was first attempt learning. First attempt at learning Framer sites. Impressions. Let's do some impressions. Okay. Impressions there's definitely a learning curve, and I feel like it's just going to be weird depending on where you come from. Like if you come from CSS land, auto means something different, it seems like. Like you really have to lean into the fractional FR grid style or even flex style naming. But the naming isn't always obvious. I think someone mentioned they were going to fix that. I think I'm encountering bugs where stuff keeps overriding the width. Like I probably spent the last half hour just like drilling in and out and fixing widths, and then I would change something somewhere else and it would reset the widths. So that seems like a problem. But otherwise, like the stacks and everything makes sense. I would be really curious how these things turn out. Like, let's see here. Yeah, this markup is pretty gnarly. Like one thing that is kind of cool about the way this works is under the hood, this isn't a heading. So this heading describes the content, that it's going to encounter next, right? Like this is the heading for this next section. And here it doesn't look like I get that. I mean, it has a name, label, container, so it would have a value of work. Yeah, the markup is pretty gnarly. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Oh my God. There we go. So that's pretty gnarly. Which doesn't feel super great. Like this feels better, right? That's one level from the whole grid down to the label. And here from the whole grid down to the label is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 steps. So yeah, that's something that could be improved. I think where I didn't get to spend any time and where the power of Framer is going to be is in these components. Like this idea of having a hover state, a click state, being able to change those styles and interact with things is really exciting. Like this works, that hover is changing that border color. That's really exciting. So I definitely didn't get to expand into any of that. That would be a fun thing to explore in the future. Some UI stuff is a little confusing. Like I don't know how to get rid of these gray overlays, so it's just confusing me. Like, what does this mean? What is it trying to communicate? Maybe it's communicating the gap, but it's just an element. Maybe the problem is that it's a stack entirely and it should just be an image, but I think I pasted it in and it automatically made it a stack. What else? I think that's it. Maybe we end here. No clue how many people watch this. No clue if this is any good. Let me know what you thought. I'm just poking at YouTube. This seems fun. If it sounds interesting, I was kind of watching chat a little bit, but shoot me a DM on Twitter or just at me, or I guess, oh my God, hang on. I almost threw up. I'm about to say it. Smash, like, and subscribe. Let me know if you want me to keep doing this. I had fun. Hope y'all did. And now I'm going to click stop streaming.